but then once you complete the ritual, you just move on. You don't even leave it. So if you like micromanaging cities, this ain't that. This is not that. So it depends on how you enjoy to play. Okay. Also, they have a really, really simple system for how to acquire the other lords. So like there's 4 legendary lords for the Beastmen, and when you're playing one of them, you can use this to recruit the other ones and merge them into what you've got. The dwarves also have a system kind of like that. All right, end turn. This is the faction for I just want to fight. Khorne meets that criteria as well. Even Khorne requires more thinking. Yeah, Khorne is really easy to mess it up, for sure. Malagor's a tiny boy, hard to get him out of crowds. Yeah, I just learned that the hard way, but had to take out those catapults. Commander of the Herd. In the herd, strength is the only qualifier. A foolish but admirable beast challenged you for control of the herd and lost. He is at your mercy, Lord. Do you wish to remove this weak one's horns and in doing so remove the threat, or kill him to prove a point? Execute him, +2 rage for 5 turns, or take his horns plus leadership. I don't need leadership. That hasn't been an issue. Like, leadership is what usually, like, when the rats had low leadership, they ran away. So I'll take the rage. Alright. Let's just raid our way up here. I'm thinking go here and hit this. We'll see how that goes. Alright, he is raiding. So he's gonna get money. Flag leveled up. And give him that. Okay, so we got one more turn. This army sits still in order to get the Minotaurs in their army. And, I mean, they're healing anyway. The campaign loop goes sack city, no, like destroy the city, raise herdstone, destroy more cities nearby, let the blood flow move on. Yeah, basically. I'm off as well. Good night, Hylian. See you next time, buddy. They also pump out Chaos Undivided Corruption. Like, you see the land here is turning like ashen. So enemies take damage just coming into those areas. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so not much to do with Malagor that turn, so end the turn. Also, their encampment stance, they can still move at like 90% of their movement while encamping, so it's pretty easy for them to get health back while moving around. And their encampment stance is also like an ambush. It's not a great one, but it can ambush. Is Chip nearby? He is not, unfortunately. He is not nearby. Alright, we've recovered a lot of health. We do have Minotaurs that a lot of people were like, you get the Minotaurs, get the Minotaurs. Let's see, they get plus melee attack, plus charge bonus, and plus weapon damage that scales with the amount of kills they make in combat up to a cap. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's... There's surely a Skaven city here. Yup. Says we can just auto roll over it. Okay. And we're going to use Raise in Advance, which gives us a bunch of bonuses and healing, and move on. Alright. Attrition, okay. Alright, so now, at this point, if I click on this area in the red, we destroyed that and that and that. There's 4 there. I guess they just started rebuilding, and I'm not yet enemies with them. I don't know if I want to be. So I think I'm going to punch in this Hearthstone and then just move on to something else. I'm not sure what yet, but I mean, like, I could go over here to the left and hit the orc guy, but so I think I'm gonna do the ritual. Challenge complete. Okay, Harbinger of Disaster. Ritual of Ruin performed. You gain 44 marks of ruination. Okay, so this bar up here was on the first notch. It went to the second and the third. Second one says army capacity +1. So I don't know if I can actually make an additional army because I had one for each of my legendary lords. And also, and then the third one unlocks rewards of dread unit recruitment capacity for all this stuff. And army capacity +2, and horde building construction cost -10%. So if I go to Malagor here, and I go to his city mode and go to recruit lord, it says 2 out of 3. So yeah, so essentially if I had gotten the second army, then snagged another legendary lord, I would have been over-capped. So, for now, let's see, Beast Lord, Perceptive. Let's see, we'll get Perceptive. So that's another army. Look at that big boy. All right, which of you want to be this strapping lad? He's gonna need a name. It's just a big, honky boy with a brass knuckle type weapon. Windshark. All right, Windshark Goreclaw. The name kind of fits. Okay, you're gonna be commander of the third army. All right, what do we got here? Nightmarish Cabal, Hardened Pelts. We'll get Hardened Pelts. Okay, and then I'm gonna want... Where's Seth? So Seth is a caster in this army, but I never really use him because the main guy caster is better. So Seth is gonna be the only caster in the second army. And now the question is, where do we want to take these lovely lads? Alright, I think what we're gonna do is go into encampment mode. And they can't move very far. And get... Let's grab that. It's better than nothing. And he can't go into encampment mode, so he can't recruit this turn, because since he was just recruited, he has no movement. How much dread do I have? 937, so getting another legendary lord is 1200. Now, if it's like the dwarves, when the dwarves do use their mechanic to forcibly get another legendary lord's faction added to their current one, if that legendary lord's alive, you get control of all their stuff. But if it died on the map, then you just get the ability to like remake it when you go into the recruitment panel, which is still awesome. Because, for example, if you play the Wood Elves and one of the other Wood Elf factions dies before you can confederate it, it's gone, and you can't do anything about that. There's nothing you can do about that. But these guys, well, I'm assuming these guys, and definitely the dwarves, have a way of just getting past that, and it's fine. All right. So we're gonna raid over here. I think I'm gonna try to hit Aquitaine and take that, and then we'll make a herdstone there, and then hit the area around this. And because he's raiding, he's generating gold right now. Now, this guy does have an interesting thing that caught my eye. So first off, this dude, he has 75% missile resistance. Bullets and arrows are 75% less effective against him. Very weird strength. Also, he just has a constant aura of I don't like you around him. Constant minor damage around him at all times for enemies. And also, he has regeneration. So any time he goes into melee, if the enemy's not really committed, he is killing them and healing just by standing there. So he is pretty cool if you don't like high risk, high reward gameplay and just like longevity. He's really nice. Also, there's one thing in here, and he doesn't have it yet, that I've noticed right here. Gives horrible regeneration for chaos spawns. Now, chaos spawns is this unit right here. It's not a unit I would associate with beastmen. I really don't know why in his lore he has it. I mean, he has a weird tentacle thing. Maybe he's like, maybe Zinch poked him. I have no idea. It's probably a lore thing, but chaos spawn are like demonic. However, horrible regeneration, I have played with units that have that when I played Norska. It is a very unique form of regen. Basically, if you've got an army group, like let's say this group right here, that I have selected. That's 160 weak satyr dudes. If you have one of them left alive, and it has regeneration, that one left alive will heal up to its full health, but the other 159 don't reappear unless you replenish out of combat. If you have horrible regeneration, the other 159 grow out of him. So he gets to full health and splits like a cell. And then the next one heals to full, and then it splits, and the next one heals to full. So in combat, horrible regeneration will bring back to life the dead people in a stack until they hit the healing cap. And so it's way better until combat's over. When it says you win, the healing stops with horrible regen, but it doesn't stop with normal regen. So in that one moment, then that's better. So that's Like, it definitely seems like something like, you know, you get this and then get, like, at least, like, 5 of these guys in your army or something. They're basically a DPS, but it's definitely something I would try, just because, like, you know, DPS with sustain, that's pretty hot. Okay, so all of our armies have moved, and enter. Beastmen are the vanguards of chaos, from what I have heard. I mean, they definitely seem to be associated with it, I just not really sure all the ins and outs of how. There's another rat army there. Yeah, Total War Warhammer 1 had an ultimate victory win with about 10 plus armies in the field. Yeah, I have had a few games go past turn 100 and, like, hit the ultimate crisis, where it'll just be like, oh, the dwarves are going to do the whole book of grudges at once, and then just the dwarves get, like, 30 armies, and it's like, good luck. And, you know, if you beat the ultimate crisis, it just says you win. And you can keep playing if you want, but it basically just says you've won the game, and you get a Steam achievement for it. Challenge complete, born to lead. Okay, so what do we got here? The Unnatural Order. That's charge bonuses, and that leads to some armor. Ambush chance for all armies is really good. Cause fear when ambushing. Days of Wrath is plus 10 armor for Minotaurs. Okay, I think the #1 thing we want is that ambush thing. Kill or wound 5 faction leaders. Okay, win 4 battles in a single turn? Okay, interesting. So each one of these things has, like, weird requirements. Okay. Oh, wow, that's tempting. This guy's in Force March. However, that is rocky terrain. It's tough to catch him. Force March, you can't retreat while you're in Force March. Alright. So we need to make another Herdstone over here that does not include that area. It's probably better to go over here to the left. This stuff's more packed together. Alright. And we also don't really care if the Herdstone gets killed. Alright, so let's see. Let's move him over here. He doesn't have as much movement. And let's do that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is hand him some units, and then I can basically have both of them recruiting at once. And then go check the other guy. Okay. I can't fight that. That is a 20 out of 20 army, and he's got his Wah active. Well, that's another 20 out of 20 dudes, and then there's a garrison there. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I do want to hit something over here, but I can't hit that while the Wah is active. Dude, freaking Nakari's here? Why are you here? What the heck? What? Grom the Paunch has Castle Baston. Oh my god, he beat up the French. Okay. Alright. Oh, that's kind of a dull turn. Not a lot I can do there. Yeah, I will say playing these guys, I definitely get the feeling sometimes that there are some dull turns. There are turns where you're just like move, end, you know, because you don't have any cities or anything, so. Sun Memory's a multiplayer game. Yeah. Hey, at least I'm not having to wait 45 minutes for them to take their turns. Dark Moon. So Lunar Eclipse is going to give bonus ruination from rituals, more loot, chaos corruption, more winds of magic, and then we get to pick a thing. More chaos, more casualty replenishment, more movement, more rating income, more attack. Let's take more movement. Alright, he's just gonna move on, and this guy is just going to catch up as best as he can, and basically be recruiting what he can the whole way. Just give him all the things. Okay, and let's go over to Mordor.
Absolute obedience.
Alright, so Castle Bastogne is here, but it does not have a big freaking army standing in it. Alright, is Grom allied with anyone? No, he's at war with people. But I haven't discovered those people, so I can't speak with them. Alright. Declare war. He's like, yo, what? Freaking goats out of nowhere? What are you talking about? Alright, says close victory. I don't know if it really is a close victory. Pork boys. Let's see, do they have walls and stuff? If they have walls, I'll just auto it. If it's open field, I might fight it. Yeah, they do have walls. Okay, alright. Alright, auto. So we take some damage, we win. And raise a herdstone there. Challenge complete, Harbinger of Disaster. Okay, and we got some ancillaries for them. Alright, this guy leveled. First time he's leveled since I actually got control of him. Alright, let's give him the casualty replenishment thing. Alright, so now the question, do I leave him inside this little town thing? Or move him outside? I guess we leave him inside. He's gonna heal more by being in there. Alright. And this guy... Give him the gain dread every turn building. And everybody's gone, and we're pretty much poor. I doubt there's anyone who wants to deal with us. No, everybody freaking hates us. You know, if you like to do any diplomacy gaming, this is not the faction for you. Oh, this is the faction for angry goats. Angry goats. Let's see, Ikit Claw has ended their non-aggression back. No, my only friend. Ikit's like, you know what? Everyone else is right. F you, goats. No. Goat Simulator, the war game. Total Goat War. Goat Hammer 3. Challenge complete, Unnatural Order. What was the other thing that we just got? Is it Empire of Beasts? Alright, where is the Death from Shadows? Ambush chance increase for all armies. Okay. Alright. Wow, that movement. If I do this, can I reach any of them? No. Alright, so let's move over here. Okay, so if I take that one, it's just those. So if I can get, that's the capital. If I can get that one, then all of this is the red area. Malagor. Okay. Get another doggo. All right, we got 1,200 dread. Now, I could use some of that to increase the cap of how many of each of these I can have, you know, in my armies, to have more of those in the armies. Or I could spend it on other things. There is some other good stuff. Blood Frenzy. Mutated Gorgonhide. Wait, what? Oh, it's an armor. Okay. So I think... Let's try... Okay. I'm going to save in case this is a huge mistake. Let's try confederating Taurox. Okay, first of all, he's alive. He is alive. He's doing fine. There's already a ritual done here. It looks like he mucked it up. He only got 10 points from it. So now I think technically I have more armies than I should be able to have. Yeah, 4 out of 3. So even when I raise the cap, that's not going to do anything for me. Look at this strapping lad. Now this guy, I wasn't that interested in playing him because he kind of plays like Corn. He has this Rivers of Blood thing and you gotta go, 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 go. So I know as far as like a melee person goes, he's very like, you know, can't stop, won't stop. He's also got a Beast Mage here. What is this? That's a breath attack. Enhancement in there. Okay. Also his army's not full. I don't know why. Alright, so he's already done the ritual here, so that stone is kind of useless to us. So we need to move him somewhere else and hit something else. Now I don't know who's won the early game, but normally north of here is like Dark Elves, and south of here is like the dinosaurs. So what I'm gonna do is just start moving. And oh, he does have a bunch of Minotaurs in his army. That's pretty sweet. Let's do dog. All right, there we go. It's something. Now he's got something to work with. Okay, Morgar down here is ready to do more. What do we want to hit now? Bordello. Please don't have it. No, stop.
I ain't doing that.
Dang it. Okay. Muck you. Alright, I can win it, but it says I would lose units, so let's do it manually and try to win it without losing units. And I gotta be careful, because if I think they're going to destroy the Hearthstone, I'm just going to punch in the ritual and just say, just do it. So I get whatever points I can, and then move on. Like, if, for example, like, when I did the very first ritual stone, I didn't even have enough points to get to the second tier, which gives you a second army, which would have been very game-changing in the early game. When I was tinkering with this in a single-player thing, or I should say off-stream thing, I got the second army before I confederated the other guy, and so then I had 3 armies really early, and it was much better. It was much, much better. Alright, so... Okay, there we go. So this guy, wait, what is this thing? Stave of Ruinous Corruption. Summon a unit of Chaos Spawn, good at melee combat. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, so we have his special item temporarily summons another Chaos Spawn group. Oh, hello. Okay, so what is? Oh, that was. I thought they had artillery. That was not it at all, though. It was not artillery. All right, so I'm just gonna charge him in there. He's got regen. He's got that damage aura, and then I'm just gonna summon Chaos Spawn right on top of me. And there we go. And then just let him start really messing with their lines. And these guys, I failed to have these groups set up beforehand. All right. And then flanks. And then the Lord is just sitting in that group vibing. Wolves. Okay, that side is broken. Crash into these. I'm seeing white flags showing up everywhere. Hit this guy. There, dude, look, we win. Okay, cool. So yeah, we get everyone to just like break in fear all at once for just a second, and you win. I've had that happen before, where like a lot of infantry units, if there's wolves charging them, they just freaking their stuff tanks, their morale tanks, and sometimes you can get like a whole army to break just for a second. But if it all happens at the same time, it just says you win. So that was great. So we, yeah, it said we were going to lose 3 units, and we ended up taking almost no damage. Okay. By the way, on the subject, really quickly, of Total War, before we started this campaign, I said I was considering starting the Ogres, and a bunch of people said, no, don't. They're doing an update soon. And literally, just like a couple days after that, patch 5.3 dev blog, you notice Ogres as the thumbnail? So Ogres are getting an overhaul. So might have to do Ogres after that patch hits. I don't know if it'll be after the Beastmen, but, you know, soon. Armor piercing damage, put it on a dog, because the dogs don't pierce. That's not the update? That's not the update you were talking about? What? Alright, raise and advance. deals poison attacks, armor piercing, zealot, ritual of ruin available. Raise multiple settlements. An ogre hall. Yes, very, very good, by the way. Yes, an ogre hall. Let's see. Okay, I want to get that. Let's see, this is at level 12. So if next time he levels up, if he has 2 points, I can go bing bang. So I'll save this point. And this guy, I'll let him gain fear. And get unholy resilience. Okay. Alright, wind shark. Have him walk over. Recruit. What are you gonna do? Rake me ogre the coals? Oh my god. Alright, there's more units to fill that army out. We've already moved that guy. Low Bestial Rage. I mean, that's kind of... Torox, that's your fault. You were just sitting there AFK the whole game, apparently. That's not my fault you did that. Ritual completed, yeah. He's gonna have to travel to find something he can hit. Alright. The update you're talking about very slightly changes the ogres from what they said. The DLC should bring significant changes. Oh, okay. Oh, so you're talking about like a paid-for thingy. Oh, okay. See, I saw those patch notes. So I'm like, oh, this is what they meant. You mean like a whole new DLC? Gotcha. Upgraded settlement building to level 5. Alright. Alright. Go to Malagor. Alright, so...
I ain't doing that. Malagor.
I want to see, is there a flag here? And there's not. Alright. So... This is their main capital, and it also, if I make the herdstone here, it covers a pretty sizable area. So we're going to try to hit this. Alright, it says I can just auto it, so I'll take that. Ow, that really hurt. Okay, raise herdstone. Challenge completed. I don't know which one, but... Okay, Plague leveled up. Let's see, Gnarled Hide. Plague, you're looking pretty gnarly. Alright, so he does have 2 small armies here. I don't know where his main one is. Actually, if you look, he's conquered all the way down here, so he could be really far away. Which would be great for me. Alright. Bring one shark over. He's got those stubby little legs. Okay, so they're not great units, but he's got a full stack of stuff after this. And give him that. Okay, and Morgur is not... Oh, hold on, is that a hero or a lord? That's a hero. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so this guy's here. That's 14 units, 13 wall units, and then a garrison that's pretty substantial. I don't know if I want to fight that with him or not. Do not know if I want to fight that. It's a shame you can't... Actually, wait. Why do they have replenishment? If I am raiding in his area, why do I have replenishment? Is it from Bestial Rage? Does that do it? I may have just learned something new. So Bestial Rage, the little... So if they're idle too long, this bar right here goes down, And on it, it says, hold on, -2 rage from animosity, +8% replenishment, +8 horde growth, +8 charge bonus.